Tints.
Golden Terra Oil ó máa ń ran ìyá lọ́wọ́ láti dájú pé ìfẹ́ rẹ̀ sínú oúnjẹ tó dùn tó ṣara lóore tó ṣe fún gbogbo ẹbí rẹ̀. Golden Terra Oil.
Okay, I think this is better now. Okay, we're coming. So, yeah, we're coming now. Okay, this is my. You're welcome back from that commercial break. If you're just joining on, you're welcome. This is 100% Woman on Real FM 95.1 in Lorry. And of course, you're chilling out with your anchor, Gus Desire, the girl with the soothing voice here on air that pierces through your heart. And the topic we are discussing is beyond beauty, what really defines a woman. Beyond your physical appearance, what really defines a woman. And if you're here earlier on, I mentioned the fact that I have somebody, not a guest, but maybe a guest. But this is not your first time hearing a voice on air here on Braille FM 95.1 in Lorry. So we are here to have a sisterly hangout to talk about this topic. It might sound so subtle, but of course it is something that... Okay, without wasting much of your time, let me leave you to hear a beautiful voice. Okay, the air is yours, ma'am.
Hi everyone, good afternoon.
Hi.
And first of all, let me even start with the compliments. I cannot remember my name. Okay, but yeah, I'm Joy, and it's actually a very it's a privilege to be here, and of course to be having this sisterly gist with, of course, God Desire, because it's always enlightening sitting on that tutelage.
God, I beg.
So, but yeah, and the topic is, like she said, yeah, I mean, hearing it sounds subtle, but actually I think is way more, is very, very important. Let me use it that way. It's very, very important. It is an important topic that I think women and ladies in general have to be aware, because, yeah, beyond beauty, truly. Sorry, the topic is
Beyond beauty, what really defines a woman?
Beauty, truly, what really defines a woman? Is it just beauty? Is it the 3D lashes?
God, I beg you. that sounds like a shade because I'm one right now. So I just shading me.
I will not do that. 100% I won't do that. No, but yeah, behind the old glam and all, what really matters?
Okay, so Joy, what does beauty really mean to you? Like when you hear beauty, what exactly does it mean to you? Is it like something physical? Is it something, what exactly comes to your mind when you hear beauty?
Oh, well, for me, the first thing, once you say beauty or once you mention beauty, the first thing that comes to my own mind is character. Is character. Because if you have physically, if you're stunning physically, but your character is zero, sorry, there's nothing beautiful about you. I'm sorry to say, but yeah, that's it for me. So once I hear beauty, the first thing that I hear is character. Show me your character and I'll tell you they're beautiful. Yeah.
Okay. So, well, I actually have this in my notes as well. Like, okay, it's beyond the physical. It includes character. It includes intelligence. It includes kindness and resilience and every other thing. You know, aside from the fact that a lot of people make us believe that beauty is just come as you are, but definitely, I mean, after coming, what then is your content? That's great. So let's talk about how society prioritizes look over your skills, your intelligence, your contributions as a woman. I think I need to hit on that, as a woman. How, like, our voice is not coming out. We know that it is very evident, right, that okay, this person is doing great at what she does. Like that one no counts. it doesn't count, and everything that you are hammering on is
The
it's okay.
face.
Yes, so that when customers see you, don't you know that that's part.
I can relate.
It entered my body. I'm not going to
Totally
lie. I
relatable.
mean, as much as I don't know if he was trying to make that seem like a compliment, right? As much as he was trying to make that maybe seem like a compliment, or trying to tell me to use my face, use what I've got in a better way. And of course, that better way at the end of the day is still kind of selfish, because it has nothing to do with increasing my own portfolio. It is just
Exactly.
about you making your sales, right? And I don't know, I just didn't feel good about it. Maybe if I was not this self-aware, it would have entered my head like, wow,
Exactly,
that's why they calling
exactly.
me, I'm so
For real.
pretty. But because I am self-aware now, I was able to dissect it. Like, wait, so I don't understand. So like
So
every
like
other
you didn't
thing that
bring
I
any other thing to
bring,
the table.
every
It's
other
just
thing
your
that I
face.
bring here, right, it doesn't make any sense, because aside the face, I know that okay, when people see my content, so they're looking at the face, yada yada yada. But the thing that I'm saying in that video, that's like one of the things, the marketing skill. That's what, at the fact I'm pitching a particular product. That's what brought sales. That's what like translated into the sales that you got. I know my face. Please stop it. Stop. It's not a compliment. It's not a compliment. When you see me, look at me beyond the beauty, look at me beyond the face. Check what I brought, my head, my contribution, what I'm saying. Because it goes, some people don't even want to listen to a woman. They're like, she fine, just bring her in. And then the actual people that has the content, just because seemingly they don't reach up to the standard of beauty that you've placed for.
Physically.
Yes, then you discard what is actually supposed to help your
Exactly, what they
company.
are bringing
Oh,
in.
chim. We can't talk about this enough. Sincerely, we
Enough.
cannot.
We cannot
We
do justice to
cannot.
this
We
topic.
cannot. And aside job interviews, we also have social gatherings. Some people feel like a particular facial appearance, you won't be fit for leadership role. It's even funny how I feel like a lot of people feel it's coming from a stern of compliment, but to me it's like
not.
an insult, because when you're very self-aware, that's when you'll be able to differentiate when
To
something.
dissect, yeah, is this an insult or a
Yes.
compliment?
So we get things like when you find someone that is very physically attractive, a very pretty woman, and she's in a leadership role, you be like, she doesn't fit in. I don't know who brought that standard of maybe like women that's supposed to like be in leadership roles, they're supposed to kind of look masculine.
I don't get
That
it,
as well does not sit well with me. It doesn't make sense. And then when they see the really pretty ones, you're not looking at what she brought, like her brains, what really made her, the qualities that made her get to that leadership role. What you're thinking of, she have used bottom power. And then you hear people talk about, oh, it's just the pretty privilege. That's what happens. Oh God. So it's like, even as a woman, whether the standard of very physically attractive or the other way, it's still like you are boxed in a corner as a woman, because you look a certain way, they expect certain things, certain positions. You look a certain way, they're like, no, I don't think you'll be able to fit in, just because it just keeps going on and on and on. And I don't know.
And another point of this topic comes from also women themselves. You see, when a particular lady is probably has attractive physical features, and they attain some certain goals, or they get some certain stuff, you see their fellow women say stuff like, now because she fine now, now because she fine, now because she fine, they just give you, like, they are so used to
Words like that,
underrating their skills, the input of that particular lady or the woman, and just feel like, oh, that person she's fine. We know that person is fine.
And if you ask me though, at the end of the day, it's still a part of what the society has exposed us to, because now you as a woman, you have seen yourself as less. You're not even saying, okay, what are the things that I can bring, because you're seeing the physical appearance of this other person. You feel like that's so I think as much as this saying, sometimes it might seem true, but growing up now and being more self-aware, I feel like we need to cancel that thing. Hey,
do better.
obìnrin lọ̀tá obìnrin. That thing. I know that sometimes it might seem like is true, but then again, it stems from the fact that we've heard it so much and now we are making it our reality, because I don't have to see a woman and the next thing I'm thinking about is competition.
Yeah.
When I see you, let me think compliment. Let me think, oh, how can I be of help, and how can you also be of help to me? What can I learn from you? What can I teach you as well? Let it not come. Let it not be competition immediately. Like you see a woman and you're like, "Ah, torí kó gbé báàgì kíní kankan èmi gan ní kíní kan kíní kan lé." Like, I don't know, I feel like because we've heard it so much now, these are the things that are playing, and that's why as much as possible I try to use words like women supporting women for myself, because over time I've noticed that when I use that so much, because I've used that so much, whenever I'm doing anything, the next thing that comes to my mind is, oh, how can I support this person, even when we are having, like, sort of arguments and stuff. I mean, like, so who do you want me to support? Of course I'm supporting my gender
woman.
kind of thing. And at the end of the day, no matter how little, there is that change that it brings. There is that way it changes your mindset. So instead of us pushing the narrative of Obìnrin lọ̀tá obìnrin, women are the enemies of women, let us say women are supporting women.
It's
because
always good to be a girl's girl anyway. It's always sweet
clock
to be a
that,
girl's girl.
clock that.
It's always sweet.
Okay, so let's talk about cultural standards of beauty, right? How beauty ideals differ across cultures and period of time. For example, we have the pressure on women to conform to the ever-changing standards of beauty. There was a time where skinny was pretty. Yeah, and so that was when the sales of Slimming Tea, everybody was selling Slimming Tea. Everybody become doctor of fat stomach. And after then people now discover, okay, let me say chubby women, they are the thing. Oh, Africa, when you see it, people, Africa,
There
this is
has to be flesh there.
that's how they now gonna start selling my woman wig again. Then after that one, we now enter thick lips. Now, if you have a thin lips, it's oh no, it's not the beauty standards. You
If
see
want to
people going
use,
for
fresh pepper, Scotch bonnet to rub your lips to
cosmetic
make it-
surgery. Everybody now, their lips are now looking like blom blom. Then we also have, like, oh, thick shape. I think this is the one that is going on now, like thick shape, thick but like still with shape. It's no longer that chubby mawu everywhere.
Slim
Now
stomach,
we are now
figure
having
eight.
BBA. Everybody BBA.
Albert.
Does it ever end though?
I don't think so.
And why does it even have to always be a pressure on women? Why? Because that's why I said everything stems from society. If we are going to help ourselves, it has to start from the society, because it is still that thing that that is being pushed in society, that we are going to pick up and say, oh, this is the standard I want to follow, this is something that I want to follow. So if we are going to change, if we want a change to happen, then definitely it has to start from the society. It has to start from us changing, from us talking about things that are more relevant, for us saying that it is not just about your beauty or how you look. It is more. You have more to offer, and that should be what we are looking at. I played it. So let's talk about the influence of social media, the influence of media. Right? So if you're just joining us, this is 100% Woman on Real FM 95.1 Ilori, and we've been discussing beyond beauty, what really defines a woman. Beyond beauty, what really defines a woman. So if you want to join the conversation, If you want to join the conversation this afternoon, the call number is 0810-850-1371, 0810-850-1371, and you can send in your messages on WhatsApp on 0916-737-5588, 0916-737-5588. The topic is Beyond Beauty, what really defines a woman. And of course, we've discussed a lot of things. We've, spoken about what beauty really means, like what real beauty means. We've spoken about, how the society prioritizes looks over your skill, your intelligence, and your contributions as a woman. We've also spoken about the cultural standards of beauty, the ever-changing requirements of beauty that, becomes a pressure for women. So now we are talking about the impact of media, social media, movies, media at large, on beauty, the standards of beauty on women, the pressure. What's the contribution? Let's talk about it. Joy, what's the contribution?
For me, definitely. I think the media has a way of influencing almost everything.
Yeah.
So, and I mean, beauty is also part of it. You see, most especially, I don't know, I don't want to say it's coming from the male gender, but
Let's just say it's the society.
let's just say it's society, right?
But then again, at the end of the day, we are living in the patriarchy society. So you're not that wrong to say the men, but then again, it's the society.
Let's just stick to media, right? But the truth is, if you have to look at the media, for real, the media has a very huge role.
Mm-hmm.
Has played a huge role.
Yeah.
To how they portray this. Oh, I mean, you hear stuff like, what do you bring? Whenever I hear or read that, what do you bring to the table?
Break that table, please.
What do you bring to the table? What do you mean? What do I bring to the table?
Okay. It's not really like a wrong question, because at the end of the day, we need to know what you're bringing.
Yeah.
But the wrong thing is now that we know what has been circulated as what do you bring to the table. So now I went for a job. I'm still going to talk about this job interview, because that thing. So you went for a job interview, you've pitched yourself, you've dropped your CV, and then the person is not saying, so okay, wow, this is impressive. They are saying it's impressive. Oh. So okay now. So after this one now, what else, sir, ma? Am I supposed to bring to the table after the impressive CV and the impressive pitching that you? What else? What else? Like what else? You hear things like, so before this, there's something we always do. You're going to. Why am I coming for an interview and then you're asking that we go out and chop together? I don't understand.
And then you hear compliments like, you're a fine girl.
Oga, look at my brain.
You're compliments like, you're a fine girl. There was one experience I had. Mm-hmm. This job hunting process, may God help me.
Amen.
So, but I think we're done with the interview, and this thank God that I've not even met this person in person.
Mm-hmm.
Someone introduced me to the person, and the person that even introduced me, I already left that city at that particular time, and this person just said, okay, I've seen your CV. I mean, this person has already, given you has rated you on a high scale, blah blah blah. And the next thing I hear is, okay, come and meet me at this hotel. For interview before.
Maybe it's another branch
Honestly,
of the business.
I didn't even bother. I just, let it slide. Just hold it.
Hold it.
Because if you want to, although he didn't really come out to say anything, but I just find it funny that you have already spoken with me on phone. Mm-hmm. You have my CV. You said the person that brought me in already rated me on a high scale.
Yeah.
So what am I coming to do? If it was the company premises, that's on a different side. But hotel, no. I'm not that gullible now, so no. I'm sorry.
I don't even know what to say. I don't know what to say. And I think that was one of the reasons I had to dwell more on this job, because a lot of women have actually been taken advantage of just because of this job seeking process. Yes, we'll go back to that. What do you bring to the table part? Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, we already know what the economy is like. And it's like, okay, now it's no longer solely like the whole traditional thingy of, we expect the other gender to do so. So you, as yourself, as a woman, you need to be able to like provide for yourself. So now, how do we get to do this when the people that are even telling us that we have to be able to provide for ourselves are the ones in these places of authority when it comes to like the job processes, and they're still the ones that are hindering us? How now, what do you want us to do? Exactly what do you want from us? Please, this is like a subtle, it's not subtle, it's actually very loud, but let me say it's subtle. Like
It's loud.
it's very loud, but let's just say it's subtle. Right? And would I say advice? Not necessarily advice, like an awareness. Yes, like we're pulling awareness to people, owners of companies, CEOs, especially, the other gender. We love you so much, but please, we are begging you, we are begging you, know fully well that what you might be doing, that if you are guilty of something like that, it could be your sister someday, it could be your it could even be your daughter, it could be your wife. You're saying you want your wife to be there in the career space and stuff like that. Now you do not know that the things that you have sown in the ground some years back,
You cannot sow yam and reap
yeah, right. So
you get it.
so it's like an awareness that we're putting out there. Please, let's do better. Let's do better. Let's do better. There's nothing. I mean, yeah.
For their skills.
Exactly. You can compliment them. It's nice. We know the person is pretty and all that, but don't always dwell on that pretty privilege and stuff like that. Some of us do not want that. If you're going to appreciate me for the input that I'm bringing to your company, let it be the actual inputs that I'm putting. Don't dwell on and yeah. So stop it. We've got just a little while remaining, but then again, let's talk about, we are still on, media influence on beauty standards. Okay, this is very funny, but then I feel like it's part of it, because at the end of the day, when it comes to, things that we don't really count, or things we feel like, oh, it's very, very minute, those are actually the things that escalate. But let's talk about the media. It comes from even the little things as filter, because once upon a time there was no filter, and then now there's filter, and you're making, yes. So for me, I know, yeah, they're like, oh, it enhances that, but for me, I'm looking at it from the reverse psychology, because now psychologically there's something is doing to you. Now you cannot go in to do a video without having a filter. We even have favorite ones. You see the person, bamshe. No, Elaine, more like, is this one? So now you've already tested all the filters. Now you know the ones that is even. Oh, chim. I don't know. Yeah, it might seem like, it's just something normal. But when we look deep, don't you think yes? Don't you think there's something else that is affecting, like the fact that no, I can't just bring my phone camera now. Phone camera no fine again. You go see person where they use iPhone. Everybody talks say, oh, na good camera. Now this is it. You're using a very good phone that has a good camera. But then this person is to say use Kenny filter. Use Kenny coffee. So it is well. Let's talk about Nollywood. So I heard new that that's this new pandemic of seasoning cube and sugar. All of them are doing
barbecue,
right? That at the end of the day, that what they are doing, the OBBL and stuff, is now, I think, like, I won't say a requirement, but when they don't even put something as a requirement, but then you see that a lot of people that have this thing or that possess this thing are actually the ones that they're the ones that they call more for roles, they give more roles. What will that do to you? That exactly will send a signal to you that this is the reason they are doing that, or it's because of a particular appearance. Now, a lot of people, you call for casting, you're like, oh, you people want to check out actors that are casting, you want to do casting roles and stuff. Then everyone comes in. You now beyond their acting skills, you're giving them things to do. You're not saying, this person he been trial, but as you take look, his look or her look would not be
It's
able
not
to
giving.
fit the lead role and stuff. So like I said before, we cannot touch on everything. We can't speak about this enough. It just has to be like little awareness here and there. And I really do hope that we get changes that we need, no matter how slow we feel like it is. Let us see evident changes. That is what we're asking for. Okay, it's been beautiful, beautiful conversations that we've had. Oh my. I feel like Joy still has a lot to say on this media thing.
Aside from the media, I think one of the solutions. I mean, when people talk about feminism, I'm one of the persons that I strongly believe in feminism. So,
Yeah.
and my own part of feminism is like creating a balance.
Yeah,
Because I feel if there's a balance in leadership,
yeah.
I mean, you cannot have somebody like me that is a girl's girl. You cannot bring your skills and I'll be saying, oh, let me check. Do you have? Do you not have? Do you get? So I think if there's a balance in this leadership role between the genders, I think it will kind of also reduce this. Okay, because even what you said, speaking about Nollywood or whatever, even those people, I believe that anyone that succumbs to a particular trend, anybody that succumbs to a particular trend, is also facing a bit of insecurity. Because if you are self-aware, there is nothing that will make anybody talk
Exactly,
down
exactly.
on your look, and you just say, okay, because of that,
You
I'm going
take
to take a
it.
particular step or a move.
So literally what we need to do, even aside from the fact that we are making that awareness known, is also to like ourselves, and also to get ourselves accustomed to getting more values for ourselves and being confident in ourselves, self-esteem and all that. Thank you so much, Joy. Okay. Actually it's like we should not go, but then we gotta go. Okay. It's been amazing conversation on the show this afternoon. This is 100% Woman on Royal FM 95.1 Ilorin, and today you chilled with your anchor, Gus Desire, the girl with the soothing voice on air what pierces through your heart, and we had Joy come have sisterly conversations with us. So yeah, I'll just leave you with this, that at the end of the day, beauty is a gift, but it is not the foundation of a woman. So your looks may open door for you, but it's your character, your values, your purpose that keep that door open. So a woman is more than a reflection in the mirror. She's her resilience, her voice, her impact, her heart. So when the world looks at you, don't just let them see a pretty face. Let them encounter a full woman. And so till I come your way again next week, stay jiggy, stay good, stay I don't know, stay glowing, stay growing as a woman, and remember that you are a 100% woman, and at the end of the day, you matter and your voice counts. I'll see you next week. Like I always say that I will see you, because for me, I always see you all. Bye, guys. Signing out. I got a fresh shot. Woman, my exit 45 months.